Oh my god.
What?
You just said oh shit.
Oh.
That's a bad sign.
Uh-huh. Let me just choke to death on chocolate. Hi, stream.
You probably shouldn't be playing with Fuka's penis while you're on stream.
Ah, Jesus. Also, Fuka, we can't hear shit.
You can't hear shit? Well, that's a problem. You really shouldn't be listening to it. God damn it, Wolf.
I completely forgot.
God damn it.
Holy fuck. Motherfucker. Give us some more.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow,
Say
Tren.
something, Tren.
Somehow you
What?
managed to be so loud.
Okay, good.
I don't know how.
I've got an amazing chocolate donut.
See, the thing is, in real life, I mumble so much, so I mean, you'll hardly be able to hear me if you ever visit.
Well,
What?
that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
And it really doesn't.
God, I hope I never visit.
You're you're being forced to visit.
We'll just bring the liquid ass to him.
What?
You're an asshole.
It's not done yet, though.
It is. It smells like you. No, nope, it's done.
I hear it.
I don't think he hears it.
It's still raining.
Nope, it's not raining.
Yes, it is, DM.
No, it isn't. You can look through my camera. It's not raining. Oh my god, this is delicious. First time I've ever been able to eat something this sweet.
Wait, Wolf allowed you to do that?
Well, yes and no.
Ignorance is bliss.
What am I eating?
Wolf.
A donut.
Jesus.
Is it the penis donut?
Someone's gonna get beaten up.
God damn it, DM! Stop eating the penis donut.
No, I've got 2 of those in the fridge though. No, this is a Mafia Madness or something. Memphis Mafia. Oh yeah, I gotta unmute you guys because otherwise they won't be able to hear you on stream. How lovely. Mm.
We still can't hear Fuka and Zan.
Enjoy my licking noises. You will die. Motherfucker, I've got gas. You smack me, I'm on release. Alright? And you're right behind me. That's true, Wolf can't smell. I forgot about that. No, I can hear you through oh. Yeah, you can hear them through my mic, but it's the fact that they've got to be a little louder so that way it can be heard on stream. Oh, well, Tren's power went out. Congratulations, Tren.
So how? Oh, right, that. It's worth it, Tren. It's worth it.
We can't. Well, Tren can't hear you right now. I can't hear you on.
Why?
Wolf, I don't think your mic's working right now. No, I don't see you lighting up.
Hang on. Wait, do you have your thing on?
Nope, I don't have him muted.
No, not you. Him.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn it, you.
That is so good. Well, we'll give Tren a second to rejoin. That's because your mic is so sensitive.
He can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
me
you are.
off all of yours.
It's,
It's not definite.
mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
That's so good.
Stop.
Oh, it's Monster Mash. I forgot about that. You're a longtime follower. Welcome back. I think you are.
Hello, person.
Like now. Jeez.
So good. Not my fault. You ate your donut earlier.
I don't want to eat smack. Stop it.
Choose with mouth open.
Jeez.
Something wrong, Wolf? You gotta make a call? It's not a mafia hit on me, right? No, he's gone.
Maybe.
Wolf has left.
That's it, I'm muting you.
That's fine. You guys can mute me, but no one else can.
Can't fucking stand that.
How can I hear you?
Oh,
You hear me in Wolf's mic.
Right.
shit.
Go mute him then.
Wait 1 second.
I'm gonna go find something to eat really quickly.
Alright.
Nothing, I'll come back.
Oh well. If I was watching, we will start the stream in about 20 minutes. It's just pre-show, us hanging out.
Oh, you're editing it. Okay.
What?
Just letting you know the wrong theme.
Oh.
What are you doing? Oh no. Oh no.
Wolf has become whiter.
Oh no, not the more shocking. Good god.
There you go.
What do people do this to me?
Thank you for the donation, Monster Mash. And you are now the new boss. No, Wolf is. How's Wolf? Wolf, when did you donate?
I donated a lot.
When? Oh, that was good. And now back to my coffee. Oh god, that sounds so loud. I just realized how bad that was on mic. Let me see something. Alright, Wolf, say something real quick. Say something louder. Alright, I can't hear you. Say something, Fuka.
Bitch.
That works. Alright, so they can't hear you through my mic. And they can hear my ice, which is always a fun time. There's a bit of an echo. Yeah, I just fixed it. It should be better now, though, that I've muted them inside. But and then Robert muted himself. Now it's just fuck you, Fraz. Motherfucker, I will end you. You didn't even donate.
Wolf Scout? Okay.
You didn't look at that. It just says bit 10. That's not a donation. Dude,
Wolf.
like,
Wolf.
there you go.
Wolf.
What are you asking Wolf for?
Can he mute the other people?
Oh, Wolf, he wants you to mute me and Fuka.
You guys can't actually hear each other.
I mean, yes, we can. They're in the room next to me. Wolf's literally right behind me. Let's see if I can just... Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, there's Wolf. There you go. And then Fuka's over here being gay. Oh, you just got outbid, Fuka. Monster Mash donated 11 bits.
How dare you?
He is now top tier 16.
Yeah, it's Wolfsan.
That's yeah. You used to,
Just nab his thing real quick and meet the other people.
I did mute them.
No, like have Wolf like
I
do it.
mean, you could talk to Wolf about that. He wants you to mute me and Fuka. All right.
What? Why
You're
are
here-
we still hearing them?
You're hearing it on Fuka, and Robert, that's that's not how you do it. You got to click on the button and do like the cheers.
No, it's
I can't figure it out.
Put the number
Is it?
like directly.
Oh, so it's cheer and then no space 20.
Oh.
There's a cheering war going on my channel. All right, Robert now holds title as #1 spot. Are you fucking serious? Fireworks now.
You have 46 cents
Yeah,
minus the
which is 23 cents. They take half
Yeah,
of
no, I'm
everything.
straight.
Yep. But hey, now Robert's top. I know, right? One day I'm gonna be the greatest of streamers. With all the money. I will. Oh my god. Wolf. Alright. 21. Looks like you have a happy partner today. I mean, that's true. Well, Wolf is behind me happy. He says it looks like you have a happy partner today. Just wait till next Friday when we bring Rachel to join our group. That'll be fun.
Have an unhappy partner
I'm regretting my decisions to invite them over. Slightly. You're about to sit on your phone and break it, buddy.
Your pants are halfway down.
I
too.
know.
Where's your? You have a belt.
Well, my belt is very weak. Don't look at me like that.
Okay. You throw that pillow at me. I swear to God, I'm kicking you out, motherfucker. Sounds great. Well, yeah, Monster. Now you're top bidder. That's all my bit. That was all my bits. Well, I'm sorry, Robert, that you're poor. Get wealthy.
Damn.
Dude, me too. Me too.
Oh man.
Is that a trend?
Yeah, hi there.
Holy shit, Trend's alive. How's the weather?
Rainy and very bad, and I had to go out to get my mom her phone. Oh, fun.
So we've got a wet Trend.
Yeah, I'm
No,
wet.
send it back.
I'm super wet.
That's one of the things about trends. You can't leave them after midnight or get them wet.
No, you're not. He's not throwing the pillow. He doesn't want to be thrown out of the house.
He hates me.
I do.
I didn't do anything.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You existed.
Then why the
Damn.
fuck am I here?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. I've been asking it this whole time.
Existence isn't a gift. It's a torture.
What?
Wow, that is some deep poetry, my friend.
Yee.
Trent, are you high?
No, Trent can't legally get high.
I can't.
Yet.
And he wouldn't dare do anything.
He really wouldn't.
I wouldn't. You're right.
I mean, yeah.
Sonatina said.
Oh, shut up.
Mute you.
Trent,
Hey, Trent, who sings that?
Jojo.
fuck off,
Let's
Fraz.
keep it that way, shall we?
Fraz, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Fraz. I swear to God, I'm gonna fly up to Canada just to shove my foot up your ass.
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Either way, we got him to shut up.
No,
I mean,
for
maybe.
now.
Well, maybe.
I will lock you in a call with Tren.
That's
Do not doubt my hacking skills. I will find a way. Why are you putting
You can.
smelly
I'm not
cheese
gonna
in
tell
the...
him how to.
the U.S. government needs me. I can destroy everyone's brain cells.
Wait.
No, they don't.
Alright.
Mhm.
Tren, you need a big brother. You need to join the Big Brother program.
No, I'm good.
No, you really do.
No.
Mm-hmm. It's happening.
No.
We're sending Wolf down there. Fuka.
No.
Oh, he's in
No.
Canada. I might need to go say hi. Apparently, Monster Mash is in Canada. Fraz.
Wait a Hold up.
Please don't
That's,
play
Cheating
with me.
on me?
that's the big gay.
I'm scared by the thought process, and my mind is unfortunately picking up. No.
Let it sink in.
Oh, I've got heartburn from that donut. Fuck. That was too much chocolate.
They did a said that
Too
won't
much
help.
penis donut.
No, it was
The
just an.
DM
It,
is enjoying the penis donut.
no, I wasn't actually, but you were asking for Fuka's penis earlier, so
No, I
you were.
wasn't.
I have the
No.
screenshots. I will show the entirety of the stream.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm very curious.
Go ahead. I didn't say that.
So I said Fuka's got you a donut, and then know what?
Yeah,
I'd
and
eat
I
like
said
that.
I
Like
would-
I don't fucking care if it looks like a dick,
Yeah,
and then I can totally
and
go
you
for a
eat a
donut.
donut.
Right? Shut up. Yes, no, sign me up.
It
I'll
was
eat
a
it.
donut.
And then
Yeah,
yes,
that's a
he
donut.
gave an eggplant emoji with chocolate on it, so he just wants a chocolate dick.
No, I wanted donut.
Now I'm gonna warn you, Trent. You need there. We're gonna send Fuka with a couple toys to get you ready for this because it is gonna be kind of. Otherwise, it'll be harmful. Huh?
You realize
Pick them out
I said you
himself.
realize
Damn right.
Yeah.
you realize you okay.
What?
You said Fuka has a chocolate donut. I like
just
it.
read this out,
I
Trent.
like
You don't have to reread it. It's okay.
Okay. It doesn't mean I want dick.
No, XXXX. I don't need to see that. What? Okay, so Monster Mash. Have you ever heard of Voodoo Donuts?
No.
Do they have Voodoo Donuts in Canada? I don't remember. I don't know. Fraz,
Sounds like
can you
wolves or
confirm? Is there Voodoo Donuts in Canada?
Let me go check.
All right. I don't know. What'd you say? That makes me more suspicious. Fuck.
Oxygen.
Damn, that hurts. Oh, the heartburn. I don't know if it's the coffee or the donut. Oh, well.
DM,
Yeah, they're only in America.
DM, I can fix that heartburn for you.
Tren, I can fix the fact that you want Fuka's dick so bad.
You can't really have.
Minor alert. Minor alert.
Well, I mean, I can. And just remind him that, he needs to back off, he needs to calm his shit, and he needs to finally man up and go take care of Tracy.
Eat my ass.
See, you say shit like that, and it makes you sound gay. I don't have
Eat
you
my
around me.
ass.
Ooh, that didn't taste good. God damn. No. Tren, you just make it sound more gay. Sounds like that's what you've been doing to Terry.
Eat my ass.
That's his favorite insult, but I tell you, I think he's been doing it with Terry.
Eat my ass.
Can confirm, we know where Terry is.
Eat my ass.
Apparently he's into run jobs.
Yep.
If I say it enough, I'll get bored.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I'll do this all day, and I'll just mute you. And then I'll continue to bother you.
I mean, if you'll mute me, just mute me right now.
I already have.
No. No, you haven't. Dude.
Not much. Just another boring day. Poor Monster Mash needs to send more money. Someone's got to pay for Fuka's flight home. Otherwise, he'll never leave. Please. You too can help out this small African child. I will dump this ice in your afro.
For 25 cents a day, you can help.
Yeah.
No.
For 25 cents a day, we can finally breed Fuka with the tiny African pygmies.
Wait, let me get this. Let me.
Yeah.
For me to go visit friends.
In the arms
Of
the
an angel.
Ah, Jesus.
Hey, Fraz, who sings that? I said
I don't
more if
fucking
you
know.
don't.
Why me? I'm not the one singing it. How the hell would I know?
Good, Fraz, shut the fuck up now. Alright. 3 more.
Monster Mash said I send more if you dump ice in the
Doesn't work.
afro.
How much are we talking, Monster? Are we talking like if you send $10 worth of bits, I think Fuka will let me do it.
100. Put 100. That's 100k if I remember. Or is it 10,000?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the heart.
That's not the meme one.
No, it
I
isn't.
remember.
Alright, mute it. Fucking goddamn. Are we making
Goddamn.
gnomes? Are we making gnomes today, Wolf?
Is
Yes.
this a new guy?
Oh, Possum, that's someone I know. Are you going
Oh.
to make any more?
That's not the whale, right?
I hope you all appreciated
What?
the arms of the angel.
What did he say?
It's not the whale, right?
Oh, no, no, you remember you banned it. Sorry, Hunter, too much.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I can't remember who.
I'm telling you, it was Fraz.
It was not for
It was
wasn't me.
Fraz, shut the fuck up and accept it.
No.
What do you think are we making gnomes?
The
I
only
don't
time
know.
me and Fuka would agree on something.
Minus 75. Well, sorry, 100's too much. Well, I'm sorry, for no less than 100 bits will I dump ice in Fuka's afro, because that's the only way Fuka's gonna let me. Either that or I have to convince Wolf to hold him, and that's gonna cost me more. So you gotta work with me here. If we can make it to 100 bits donated today, I will put an ice cube in Fuka's fro.
I'm a player, so you're gonna have to hold your fuck down.
Wolf, for 100 bits.
Easy, fucking
Don't run, Fuka. You've got your headphones on still.
Wanna start some shit?
Do we want?
Go.
Wait. Let me
There we go.
let me
Wait, the thing still hasn't sent. There's still no bits. There we go.
100k. Okay,
Go,
dump
go,
it,
go.
motherfucker. You're getting an ice cube in your fro.
Try it, 100K. Fucking try
It was 100 bits. Come on, it's just one. It's just one.
Bullying.
It's just
Bullying.
one. Hold his arms.
Wait a second, the white man is putting the black man down. Hold up. Hold up.
He's
Hold
kicking.
up here.
Fucker.
Bullying.
Oh,
Bullying.
I gotta get another one.
Child Protective Services.
Alright, wait, I gotta wait to do this. One sec, guys. Give me a minute. Keep holding his arms. Don't
This is
break the walls.
racism and this is segregation at its finest.
Alright, Jesus. Bullying. Bullying.
I've never seen a black man struggle so much in my entire life.
Just let me do it. It's one ice cube. Relax. No. Watch out behind you. There's me.
Listen, it's not torture if he enjoys it. Eventually he'll learn to love it.
Jesus Christ, Trent, shut up.
You just need to reprogram him. You know you guys love me. What would you do
just
without me?
dragged him onto the floor.
Alright, we got him. Alright. Alright, it's over, boys. We win the game.
Slapping my dick right now.
You almost hit my meads.
Close to actually dying.
We got him, boys. We got him.
Yeah, using fucking water.
One for another 100 bits. I've still got ice cubes, boys. You might want to.
Price goes up by 5 every
You know what?
time
Thank God this session's actually pretty short because then we can just fuck around like this.
Oh, so
For
mean.
105 bits, he'll do 2 ice cubes.
Yeah, there we go. Destroy him. Oh no. Bits well worth it. So mean. I know. It's okay.
Hey, what do you mean making gnomes? Gnomes are dope.
Well, I think they were just generally asking if you were making more
gnomes.
gnomes.
I
And there's Wolf right behind me.
Had him in like some weird
Wolf.
version of the walls of Jericho.
am.
Wolf, dab, do it. Wolf,
God.
dab right now. Dab right now. Dab, dab, do it. Do it. Dab, dab. Why aren't you dabbing?
Go fuck yourself.
That picked up on my
I
mic.
will.
Oh god, he says he's going to. Like a mole rat.
Not in stream.
Oh man. Well, if he's gonna do
Yeah,
it on
doesn't-
stream, I'll just mute him. Oh, I hope your 100 bits was worth it.
Gonna live inside. Of
I've got nothing more left on me, man. You see?
Yeah, but you still have some in that fucking cup.
I do. Oh, that donut is giving me heartburn.
Good.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. No, you said you were breeding Fuka with a pygmy, so a small person with smaller people. Rachel just called you small. See? Kobolds are living in your walls. No, that's Fuka. They're
Exactly.
quieter. What? Fuka's giving me a glare. You can't see it right now, but the glare is real. It was worth it. Monster Mesh, so it was worth it. If you want to be mad at anybody, you should be mad at the guy who offered the money. I just performed the service. I was paid.
How much is 100 bits
What
in
are you
actual
doing?
dollars?
A buck.
What are you doing?
A buck?
If you ban someone, I will ban you.
You put an ice cube in there for $1.
I would never do such a thing.
You know I can literally click on you and unadmin you. Thank you. Oh, you weren't mod. Oh, that was project. If you time them out, I will time you out.
I will time Fuka. Can I time Fuka out?
You can't.
No, but I
Wait
can.
a second.
I will unmod you.
Go ahead.
Did you time him out?
Yes, I did.
All right, I'm unmodding you.
Even though I fucking didn't. So fuck you.
I don't care.
Well, then why did you tell me you did, jackass? Since you fuck with him.
Well, not really. It doesn't make me look bad.
You totally just spit on yourself.
Oh my god. I
Hey,
do that all the
hey,
time.
careful with the shit around. Goddamn. Fuka, rest. Oh my god. It was indeed worth it. The real question here, though, is why I don't get a cool sword icon next to my name. That's because you're not modded, Robert. And you never will be.
And I am. Just cause I am.
Wait, Tren's modded? Oh shit, I need to fix that. Let me...
Wait, no, stop that.
Thank you,
No,
Tren.
no,
Sorry,
no,
I'm
no,
happy you
no,
reminded me.
No,
You idiot,
stop.
Tren.
I've been modded this entire time and I haven't done anything wrong. Okay?
Good, now you never will.
Oh my god, fuck.
Oh shit.
Time's Tren out. Alright. Well, we are
Hey,
here.
that means I can. I'm kind of.
Yep, your memes, Tren. Your memes. Okay. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We are here. We are gathered here together to watch Wolf shove Fraz timed out Tren. Stop, Tren. No,
Wow.
fucking goddamn it. I can't hear you, but I'll have to turn your mic back on for me. God damn it! Don't time Tren out.
I just untimed him.
Thank you, because I was gonna time you out. All right. Oh, let me unmute these guys, and they've got me muted. Oh, wait. No, they don't. Oh, no. Okay, I will keep you muted, because otherwise it echoes. Alright, so, welcome. We are here. We are ready. Let's get this going. Welcome to D&D night, early night. This is the last game of the main Grim Legacy. The new group will be starting up tomorrow. For those who are wondering, we are bringing in a new special guest, well, two special guests tomorrow. One week known only by his nickname El Gringo, the most illustrious of people. And the second will be my little sister, who will be showing up. Who, Fuka and her seem to have a nice gay ESP going.
Are they gonna be in the thingy? In server?
No, that she will not be on my thingy. I have a girlfriend. Thank you very much,
Sorry.
Fraz. What the
Sorry.
fuck, man? God damn.
That's his sister.
Yeah, dude, that's my sister.
Yeah, Jesus. But seriously, are they gonna be in the server?
On the Discord server, no, they'll be sitting here next to us. While
Shit.
Wolf here glares at Gringo, the entire time and licking his lips as if he's going to kill the poor boy, and poor Fuka here hits on him.
Just translate whatever they say.
I shall, but my mic is. We can always just put them on Fuka's mic, and that'll pick up because he picks up the entire room.
Ooh, zing.
Huh?
We're not the only ones. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know. But you're gonna be. I imagine you're gonna be sitting right next to him.
Yeah, but Wolf's way too close to the DM. That's why it picks up.
Oh, that's true. Well, they're both right next to me because Fuka's literally behind me as well. God damn it! No, Tren. No, you're not posting that. All right. So we are here. Let's get going. What are you doing, Fuka? I just caught your hand go in my fucking thing. I saw your
You
finger.
have a girlfriend, DM. What the fuck?
What?
Intense glare.
No, I just saw Fuka's finger suddenly right next to Wolf's head. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? What did I miss? Thanks to stream delay. So yes, we are here. Last session, the group managed to break their way through the siege, beat the living shit out of Alice, and banish Julium away. Um, poor Alice was left defending himself, basically, without his Big Papa, which one level 8 against 4 level 8s is not a fair fight whatsoever. As the rest of the group managed to hold off and save the day, and now both both John and Aaron have forgotten completely who they are or what was going on.
I am a fish.
You are a fish.
Temporarily.
We
I definitely beat the Lich King's axe.
No, you didn't.
you
were a bitch.
yeah, Kilxius, of course,
Definitely did that.
doing the most damage out of the group. Obviously just
Yeah.
destroying the entirety of the
Wait.
battlefield.
The Potion of Confusion said it was temporary.
No, it's not temporary. Is
It
it?
is.
Potion of
The
confusion.
confusion
An
potion?
hour.
The
Potion
con
of confusion.
Potion of
Ye-
confusion.
Yeah. Is it an hour? Okay, good to know. Anyways, so yes, as the group has managed to basically secure the keep and have moved out into the rest of the area, managing to help those they can, Zopip looking at them as if they'd be great experimental targets, John looking to see who he can rob, and Elrond being the only decent person in the group to help people.
Rob by actually selling them some stuff as a cleric.
Well, let's be honest,
God,
you're
you should.
Rob their items and then sell their items back.
No, 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 God, no.
That's just wow, wow.
No, I give people hope. I sell people. That's what I sell.
You
Hope.
sell people?
Sell people.
You sell
That
people.
That's what I
explains
sell to
so
people.
much, John. That explains so much. All right,
Ah,
we're gonna move
Jesus.
on. So yes, as the group manages to come together, finally gathering and with the city no longer under siege, the last of the zombies slain, and the XP already handed out to the group. They find themselves in front of the Snow Queen in her throne that is now very broken, scattered with bodies and bones and pieces of meat all about, and fire marks and explosions everywhere. What the hell? Salespeople. Nice. That was Zilpip's job, damn it. The queen seems to stare at the group, as if waiting for them to make their requests. As the simple requests were made, she also informs you lot that you will be given titles and pieces of land to be managed under the kingdom after you leave. So all income will be sent your way wherever you are or held until you arrive. Otherwise, as the evening goes on, a feast is held. The queen invites the very few nobles of snow elves left, and the city seems to be in a cheerier mood as very strong white wine is handed out made from local snow berries that are gathered from the hillsides. You lot find yourself still standing in the keep, feasting with the snow elves, many around you who are of warrior grade. Let's go with. Not exactly traditional nobility, but better than usual.
Tastes good.
The wine? Give me here.
God. Hell yeah.
Get to use my player killer dice. Is this count
Oh,
as
dear.
titles or these would be count titles. These are basically small towns that are being set up. Go ahead.
Constitution.
Yep.
11 plus.
2 or 3?
Well, it's Zilpip, not.
Yep. Yep.
Rush, quickly. Find it. Where could it be? Yeah. Jeopardy song starts playing. Commits photosynthesis. Is it alright? What was it? It tastes amazing as you start to feel a light buzz as the wine seems stronger than the average around the area. From what you've experienced, this is not gnomish liquor. This is meant for elves, who typically have a stronger constitution. Although the elves seem to be downing by the barrel and not even being bothered. Oh god, now Wolf can confirm if I'm actually critting or if I'm just bullshitting. Oh fuck. Alright, so yeah. As you guys continue to feast, a small conversation is held. The Snow Queen stops in the middle, chokes on slow celebratory wine. Yeah, Aaron starts to suddenly choke as he finds a dick ice cube in it. And he's shocked at the
God
size.
damn it.
Um,
I told them I didn't want this in my drink. I wanted it as a snack.
one of the waiters comes by, looks at you, smiles, and hands you their number. Um, gives you a wink on the walkout. No, the waiter's got a big mustache that's really poorly taken care of and is kind of a little heavier set, not in a good way.
The waiter looks like Fuko with a handlebar mustache.
With a handlebar mustache.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh God, fuck, ouch. The salt is real tonight. So yes, the small talk continues as you overhear some regular conversation. It seems that the snow elves are starting to plan their next expansion as the other cities are being dug up. The Snow Queen announces her plans for the trade route to be opened and secured between the town that she has not given the name of yet and her main capital, so that way trade can flow between the two.
I'm gonna go ask Zilpip something using the message.
Okay, what are you gonna message him?
Are we gonna tell her something about the dragon?
Say again?
Are we gonna tell her about the green thing we found?
Oh, the dragon?
Why would we?
I don't know, it's pretty close. We did it. Our lands are technically near here. It is money, but your call.
Wait, what's money?
Well, the lands she gave, no, she gave us some more lands to manage. So there's gonna be
Yeah, she
extra
did.
income.
Yeah, she mentioned that she was gonna give you guys count-based titles, so you'll be running like small towns and stuff like that.
Oh.
So you'll get revenue from it. Yeah, in her lands as a reward for providing this message service.
Dope.
They pay well for the Pony Express.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I still gotta talk to the queen of private about something.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Oh my god, I'm not.
Did these tiles they were granted come with retinues? No, these are towns. So basically, from what she explains, that there'll be smaller towns that they're actually currently setting up as they're expanding further into the mountain area, and digging up more and more ruins. She'll be putting dukes in charge, and then have representatives who will send tax to your guys' main capital. So
Mountain area.
yeah,
Is
because
it
the way the
perhaps
snow,
the exact same direction as the dragon.
the dragon with the giant brain.
Yep.
That's what you meant, not the green dragon, the red dragon with the giant cranium.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, same question. Why would we tell her that?
It's dangerous. They're gonna dig through it. They're gonna get killed.
I mean,
Probably.
but
Not our problem.
Our lands are technically part of theirs, so no money.
We didn't ask for these lands. And
Fair
I
enough.
make money.
Carry on.
all right. As you guys continue to seem to discuss, the Snow Elf Queen seems to kind of usher towards Elrond and point to one of the back rooms as she brings one of her guards with her. You're taken back into what looks to be a small treasury room. It's empty at this point as you realize there's holes in the wall. A lot of corpses piled up and being burned in that room as it's venting out into the castle or out of the castle.
That hole wasn't our fault, right?
No, this was a hole that seemed to happen earlier on in the siege.
Okay.
Comes in. So, my lady, I want to discuss with you about more of a religious matter, if that's alright.
She looks to oh, here, I'll mute you while I'm talking. Why I mute you because I'm gonna let you talk. Because my mic isn't picking up. She looks to you and says, what would you like to speak on? Oops. Fucking buttons. God damn it.
Well, would it be alright if I can have some of the people I know who worship my coincide and spread throughout all of your lands?
They wouldn't.
Religious diversity, if you will.
They wouldn't be. She looks to you and smiles and says, "You do what you want in your town. We're in the lands you just got. As long as the rest of your group doesn't care, I do not." And as she exits, she looks at Zilpip dead in the eye and just glares at him and goes and sits in her chair. Yes.
Why?
You don't know. It's an alpha thing, you're guessing.
Can I roll insight to see why she's doing that?
Sure, go ahead.
Can I roll insight?
There wouldn't be any chance of any precious metals in those mountains. I mean, how they set up their town is up to them. Yeah, sure.
Not 2.
Congratulations, she's staring at you.
13.
Okay.
Nat 13.
13 total.
Insight,
3, so 16. So 16 out of 13. John, from what you can guess, it seems she's trying to establish her alphaness in the in the room. And Zilpip, from what you gather, no, she's glaring. She's glaring at you as a feeble or as an actual warrior. It seems to be more of a sign of respect that she's glaring at you as almost an equal.
I would glare back, but you know.
That's hot.
What's
Do you-
the proper way to respond?
Take off your pants.
Yeah.
Splash in front of me.
And in front of the rest of the nobles, the waiters, the waitresses. Oh yes, that's a good idea. So no, the towns are being set up. They're currently being built. The snow elves, from what the group knows, seems to only have this main city, and this wasn't actually originally their city. This was a city they basically took over from squatters that were holding it out at the time. Oh, that's you.
Just like what we're gonna do.
Yeah, they came in and killed them all and liked the climate. So,
That's
Well,
exactly
I
what we're
wouldn't
gonna
say
do.
like,
what was
but-
so and if you, John, if you want to roll I guess. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to actually look that one up.
What's happening? Just
You said you wanted to know what the proper response was. God,
yeah,
there's
to
still no
her
culture.
staring.
Give me a history check.
Okie dokie.
They need to make a culture like based fucking stat.
17
Yeah.
total.
All right. From what you know, that the basic response is just to glare back.
Glare back, glare back.
He's wearing a mask.
I am.
And I'm gonna cast a message to him and say, glare back, glare back.
She does not seem to notice as he's just got a mask on covering his face.
Fair enough.
Yeah, pretty much. So as you lot continue eating, enjoying yourself, talking amongst yourself, one of the nobles comes up and introduces himself. He doesn't really mention a house. He just introduces himself as simply as Agent R. That's from what you can gather. Huh?
God damn it.
As you glare at him, he starts to pull his sword out and looks you dead in what you assume it would be your eyes according to the mask.
Roll persuasion to dilute the situation.
situation.
Sure.
I assume that I'm the one he's looking for.
This is mildly giving me an erection.
Hey, Ron, you can't have an erection. You've got the Moby.
Anyway.
The Moby has the erection.
The Moby's always erect.
Exactly.
Right there.
15 plus 7, 21.
21? Okay, 22. 23? 22. And you're rolling what?
Persuasion.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Let's not attack the midget. We kind of need
Oh,
him.
someone's gonna get attacked and it's not gonna be R.
The Moby has ED, what the fuck? The correct word is liberated for their own use. Yeah, exactly. So, let me mute you again. As you are explaining this to him not to attack the midget, he looks at you and says, "What's a midget?"
That's me, as I point to Zilpip.
Yeah, someone's gonna get attacked and it's not gonna be R.
Alright, as you point to Zilpip, he just looks at Zilpip, glares at Zilpip, puts sword back, and nods and says, "I would be honored to watch over your town and just for a measly 20% cut."
Do I know R?
No.
No, he says
Watch over our town?
for a measly 20% of the cut of profit.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Do I know? So I don't know R?
This guy think he is?
As you look about, it seems that he's very well respected by the other nobles. None of them seem to be bothering him.
He can suck my midget dick.
Let's not say that word for word.
Is that what you tell him?
Do you?
Honestly, probably.
Roll
Yeah,
intimidation.
Zilpip would do that. 16.
16.
God.
He looks at you and says, "All right then," and backs away slowly.
You can suck my midget dick.
He seems to
Yeah,
start
there can be a
whispering
lot
towards.
more money being spent towards protection.
Yeah, he seems to start to whisper towards the other nobles that are in the room, of the other warriors. The queen seems to continue on. What does he want for 20% of the cut? They didn't ask. So you can, the rest of the nobles and the queen continue enjoying themselves, eating, drinking, being merry. The feast seems calm after about 3 or 4 hours. Zilpip
Are
being
the towns like next for each one of us? Is it gonna be next to each other?
the town is gonna be one town for the whole group, basically, is what they mentioned.
It's a different town.
Yes, they gave you guys a one town and gave you guys the label of count over the town.
Okay.
So, the queen seems to not continue the feast for about 3 or 4 more hours. People continue to drink and feast and enjoy themselves. And as the night carries on, you guys, I assume, retire to your individual rooms where it's very easily quiet. The walls are at least intact in this part of the castle.
Yep.
This
Ritual cast a tiny hut.
just in case.
Just in case.
All right.
Can I sleep with Zilpip?
You cannot sleep with
Zilpip.
Zilpip. Just
He
because.
couldn't handle sleeping with Zilpip.
I'm
He would
scared.
rock your world in a way you don't even imagine.
With
Um,
your tiny midget penis.
Alright, so yes, as you got no, actually you'll be surprised that the
I'm
way he's
gonna
been
cast
standing
Find
this entire
Familiar.
time, he's got that's been through a tripod. Yeah, go ahead first, John, what was that?
I'm gonna cast Find Familiar since I do remember it dying last.
Okay. Find familiar,
Cockroach.
cast it.
Cockroach.
Yep, add your cockroach to your thing. So let me get this straight.
Scout.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
No, I mean like I'm gonna like look at the door as an alarm thing and just
Oh,
wake me
okay.
up if something does appear.
Okay, so let me get this straight. They have been given a town high in the mountains with no discriminable source of income. Yes. How long are gnome legs? Oh no. I'll let Wolf message you that later.
Yeah.
So yes, as the night continues on, it seems to be relaxed overall. At one point, Zilpip hears the door creak into the room. He feels the presence of mana coming into a strong source of mana coming in. You don't know. You don't recognize it. You don't recognize the person's mana.
He can look out.
Tiniest little bit of my head out the side of the hut.
You don't have to
You-
remember.
You,
Oh yeah,
you don't
I
know.
can see through the hut. They just can't see through it.
It's but it's very dark.
That's wait. Don't
Okay,
gnomes
I'll
have
fucking
dark
light it
vision?
up.
You're gonna light the room.
And I have dark vision.
Oh, you have dark
So I
vision.
have
That's
dark
right.
vision.
Sure, gnome.
Yeah.
You see what looks to be the same a face of a young snow elf with a dagger in hand that seems to be leaking with a very strange purple liquid.
Yeah, fuck you.
They seem to look in, and then the door slowly closes, and they leave as they don't see anything in there.
I'm gonna slowly walk out
Uh-huh.
the door.
The door is already closed, and the room door is already closed. They're gone.
Can I
You
follow
hear?
them?
You can roll a stealth check to see if you can follow them well enough.
You wanna wake us up?
I don't. This is
Let the
Zilpip's.
guy who can actually handle this shit help you.
Actually, 15 total.
15. That's
myself.
total. All right, that's right, because you've got your. God damn it.
My legs.
As you walk out and start to follow Elthrax, close. Elthrax, fucking chaotic creature.
Oh, the Inthrilx.
Inthrilx starts to follow you, slightly, and then as it's you exit the door, kind of putting your hand up to not tell it not to follow, close the door behind you. You see down the hallway there's about 5 of these elves with daggers glaring at you. Well, at least in your general direction. They don't seem to notice you yet.
Hey! Hey! What the fuck?
They all look at you suddenly in your general direction, trying to figure out where you are. You fucking kid. God, if I get any more natural
Over
ones.
here. Over here.
None of them see an.
Hey!
None of them. They all seem to be looking down the hallway for the disembodied voice. 3 of them start running down the hall away. There's 2 left that are still completely confused. One seems to be female, the other one seems to be male. Both seem to be very young.
Wait, hold on just a second.
Oh no.
I cast Hold Person on all of them.
On all of them?
All of them. It's a 5th level spell slot.
Is that a save for them?
Yep. Wisdom.
Oh fuck. Fuck me. Okay, what's the save?
17.
Yeah, that's not gonna be going. As they're all suddenly stuck, they look very confused at you.
Hey, motherfuckers!
3 are like halfway down the hallway, the other 2 are at the end.
I'm gonna walk up.
They look
I'm
at you.
like 30, 20 feet, 15 feet.
Okay. As you walk up, they look very shocked at you, and like, let's just see this for a short person walk out with this mask and red eyes glowing. They seem scared.
What the fuck, guys? I'm just trying to sleep here, okay? Like, why are you trying to fuck me up?
They just seem to keep their mouths shut the entire time.
Yeah, you're paralyzed.
Everyone who's down the hallway can hear the Zopip just yelling and lecturing someone.
Wait, do I hear it?
Yeah, you guys can hear it. It's pretty
Oh, sweet.
obvious. It's pretty loud.
Alright,
Okay, I'm
here's
gonna come
what I'm
out.
gonna do. Oh, that takes an hour to cast.
I mean, we have fucking ropes.
Kinky.
You know what? You know what? They're
Kinky.
paralyzed, they automatically fail dex saves. I'm just gonna proximity gravity fluctuator all of them together.
They seem to squeal slightly with air as it pops out of their mouths, and they suddenly smack into each other.
Can I just walk out now? Like, just walk
Yeah.
into them?
As you walk out, you're literally standing there right in front of you. Elrond, you just see basically, you have dark vision, right? You see 5 elves, snow elves, on top of each other in a clump, and you see Zopip just staring and lecturing them about something.
They're stuck there for an hour now, so I guess I can.
They look to be about, if you had to guess, between 16 to 18 years old.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What?
With my perception, I see the daggers, right?
Yeah.
There's daggers with poison.
Yeah. As you see the liquid poison starting to drip off the blade, it seems to melt through some of the brick a little slightly.
Jesus fucking Christ! Now you want tea?
See that, motherfucker? Can they speak? That's
No, they're paralyzed currently thanks to him. They can breathe, barely. No, they can't write because someone paralyzed them. You're just gonna sit there and lecture them on how to be proper assassins, Zopip. For the next 5 minutes, he's just sitting there explaining, see, this is how you do it when they have this type of spell active. This is what you need to do next time.
See, there's a spell called Dimension Door. Learn it. You can get through tiny huts that way.
One seems to slightly kind of try and nod, but doesn't seem to be able to do anything. Looks like it's trying to write notes down.
If you're not a spellcaster, you can't learn it. That's fine. There's capes. It's called the Cape of the Mont Blanc. Buy one of those. That'll let you use the spell once.
You guys are just watching Zopip lecture them.
I take notes. It's fucking helpful.
Kilxius comes out, looks at the elves, goes back to bed.
Exactly.
Not even interested in dealing with this tonight. It's been
Am
too
I
much
gonna get
shit.
affected by the spell if I get closer?
No,
Can
it's
I
only on
poke
people
them?
he chooses.
Can I
Alright,
poke
then I'm
them
gonna
with
go bind one
enemies?
of them in row.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, after
Okay.
checking to see if they actually have poison.
What, the
or
daggers?
suicide pill. Daggers, suicide pills, and
Alright. Give me a perception check to see if you can find anything else.
At the very least, fail one of the poisons so I can examine it.
Zopip.
15 perception, right?
Can I poke
26.
26. Okay. So as you get 26,
No, they're
Oh.
minus.
I can
All
just
of
lower
them,
your
by the way,
volume.
on all of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. So yes, as you start looking at them, John, you do manage to find a couple of what looks to be little capsules that have runes on them that you don't recognize the spells from.
Hey, Zilpip, identify this.
Fuck you. Just letting you know now. I wanted to say it in person for this bullshit.
Yeah.
This is based on a simple cantrip that is only known to the snow elves. It's a recent spell they designed for their assassins. It's called the suicide spell. It's literally very simple. It's very primitive. It basically knocks you down to 0 HP and automatically kills you, but it has to be ingested willingly.
Listen, since you guys are basically fucked, I assume that you guys have a reason of doing this. I really hope it's not kidnapping because
My
they're
lecture
gonna
is
die.
over. They're not paralyzed anymore.
As they,
I also bind them, by the way.
oh, you're gonna
with
bind them
rope.
so they're tied. Okay,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
They're all like smashed together
Uh-huh.
in this huge gravity blob.
As they get up, there's about 4. So you realize that 4 of them are men and 1's female. Well, thank you for the donation. It's important. So who is guarding their new town from bandits right now? Well, the town hasn't been built. It's in the process of being built as the snow elves are expanding out into their territories that they've taken over. They've been clearing out other monsters that have been in the area, like crystal giants and stuff. You know, there was only one left that was trying to escape, and unfortunately, it never escaped. The wrath of the snow elves. There will never be another crystal dick that you can find. So goes back just to pick up the crystal to rebuild it. No, so as you're binding them and lecturing them, or as the lecture's over, they seem to one seems to speak up, the others seem to just be very quiet. The youngest male seems to speak up and says, "We were just following Agent R's orders."
God damn it. Are you guys actually forced on working?
Well, he pays us, and that's what we get paid to do. You
How would you
pay.
guys like to work for me?
They look at you and say, "Can you beat a gold apiece or a day?"
Fucking God, I feel bad.
Easily.
They look at you and start nodding vigorously.
You guys have a contract with R or something?
They look at you and say, "No, but we've got a summoning contract in the case that needs to be created. We've been working on one for recent. It's part of our group. We are building our own little assassin organization."
You guys suck at it, by the way, but anyways.
The youngest guy looks at you and says, "Hey, fuck you. We didn't know he was a fucking telekinesis bastard."
Hey, look at this. I roll
You roll stealth.
Hold on 1 second. What did you say?
I roll stealth.
You roll stealth.
No, not you.
What did
What
you
did you say?
What did he say?
Not John, not them, the kid.
The kid goes, "We're trying to build our own assassin organization.
No.
Rewind that.
Wait,
After you said fuck you,
we're trying to build our own assassin organization?
Stop
stop
playing
playing
dumb
dumb with me.
What do you want to know?" He looks at you innocently.
Kid, I know much more innocence than you. Still stop playing with that fucking game.
He just looks at you like with puppy dog eyes. Keeps his mouth shut. What's
Shut
Important
up for a
question,
minute,
DM?
and
Sorry.
backhand the kid.
Fucking hell.
the kid glares at you angrily.
Again, I asked, what did you say after fuck you?
I forgot.
Puppy.
John, go ahead and roll stealth for me. Might want
Is D30 being permanently invisible still a thing?
5. What was it, John?
Is 30 being permanently invisible still a thing?
Did you get a natural 20?
No, I
Okay.
got much lower.
Okay, then no.
Thank God. I got 17 and I have a plus 13.
God fucking damn it. He looks at you and smiles and says, "I'm not telling you anything. It's not my job. I don't get paid to."
How much would you like to get paid for that job?
Well, what knowledge do you request?
What knowledge do we actually need?
Hey, John, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, just talk to the wall. You'll find me there.
Which
Which
wall?
wall?
There's like a fucking corridor.
Everywhere, I'll find you.
You can see us. We can't see you.
That's why I'm telling you to go to a wall. I'll go there.
What if I get rid of all the walls?
Good fucking
Anyway,
way.
so fine. I go to a wall with no door.
That's ridiculous. It's an Aaron. They're just spooning in the tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
God.
We're in your tiny hut.
Unless you want to cast another one.
How much gold do you have?
John,
Mm-hmm.
be a leader of this Assassin's Guild.
Sorry, can you repeat that? You're pretty low.
1 second. I'm gonna
What was it?
say it to you.
Actually, no, I'm just gonna turn it up. There we go. Speak again.
No, this is a private conversation. So
You want to go to private chat then?
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright, come on.
Alright, as those two seem to walk off. No. You can fucking mute me if you don't like me.
I can't. That's the fucking problem.
Well, they can't. So you can go ahead and message or talk to him.
Be the leader of the Assassin's Guild. You are just gonna probably find and do something stupid, like usual.
Okay. As they continue to talk in the background, I will mention the fact that yeah, he can still hear me. They just seem to glare at you lot and wait to see what's going on. Waiting for John to let them know what the plan is. They seem to look at Zilpip as well, expecting him to be a
Here's the
leader.
deal. You're gonna stay there for about an hour. When I return, I'm going to give you 200,000 gold worth of gems.
They
For
all
this, shut up. You will not speak. For this, you will deliver an item to the one they call R. That's it. I never want to see your pathetic little asses ever again.
They seem to nod vigorously at the mention of the 200,000 gold piece.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I'm going to boost my intelligence.
Uh-huh.
So my spell save DC will be 27.
Okay.
Yeah, 27. And I'm going to cast Vorpal Might on my mask.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And bag of holding to take out the Vorpal mask and show R.
Okay.
That killed me.
Gotcha. So yes, as Zilpip comes back, he hands off a bag, and one of the male older gentlemen in the group seems to walk off basically on his own, deciding to be the one who delivers it since he seems to be the veteran of the group. Completely smiling and happy while the rest of them collect the gems and head off in different directions. They hand John their card and decide to basically take off for the time being. So they could easily fund these 6 at least a year for double their current salary to kill the men who sent them to kill him. Yeah, that's true. So yes, as the group continues, or as the assassins leave, John gets a card with it that has a little summoning contract on it of sorts that basically allows him to get in contact with them anytime he needs.
Okay, what's happening?
Alright, do you want me to repeat everything I just said?
Okay. Yeah, well, we
So,
came back without
one of the group, or one of them seems to walk off after Zilpip hands them something, and then the others seem to walk off smiling, and one of them hands you a card that seems to have like a minor summoning contract spell that seems to allow you to contact them anytime you need to.
I actually wanted to poach them. Shit.
They also collect their daggers, and one of them, the youngest one, seems to smile at John and say, "Looking forward to doing business with you, boss," and leaves.
There goes that plan.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Alright, so, yes, as they leave, the night goes on, you guys returning to your room to each return to your rooms.
I return to my tiny hut.
Alright. I assume everyone else returns to their rooms?
Can I have the card instead of Zilpip?
Well, no, the
I'm
card
gonna
was
shoot
handed
him.
to you, John.
Oh, okay.
That's why they called you boss, as they walked away.
How the hell did they see me?
Good question. You did
I had the
notice.
fucking 30!
I know, you did notice that one of them may have had a pair of glasses on him that seemed kind of interesting.
Ah, son of a bitch. Cheater!
How much does it cost to build a house in their new town? Well, that's a good question. They'll have to find that out as time goes on. So as the night goes on, Zilpip, about 3 a.m. This whole thing happened about around roughly about 10 p.m. or 10 at night. Around 3 a.m. you suddenly feel a little bit pull of magic from you, and then it seems to go away, and everything seems to be quiet. As the day goes on, or as the night continues on, everything seems to relax.
Oh my god!
Zilpip for the first time is able to give himself pleasure, and not pay the maids to do it for him.
Can't even do it because he was
Does my
paralyzed
Moby
from the neck down.
Does my Moby sense this?
Jesus, Trent.
What?
Holy
It's
shit.
not that loud.
It was to us,
How?
because you're right next to the
How?
mic.
How? I'm not.
Move
Yes,
your
you are.
face at least 20 feet from mic.
It's not. It's all the fucking way away from the mic.
Well then talk quieter.
I'm.
I think he just finished.
Please don't.
Stop.
So,
I did.
As the night goes
Like,
on,
I-
everyone relaxes, gaining a long rest. So if you need it, happily drunk, some happily innocent, others happily stealthed. John. John is permanently stealthed till the morning. He can't even get himself into bed because he can't see himself at this point. It's becoming an issue. Aaron snuggles up to his Moby, and the next morning he finds a grease spell has been cast by accident.
Ugh.
A-
Oh, that's surprising.
Aaron smells of grease as he comes out. His hair is pitch black now. It went from a nice brownish color to black.
What happened to you?
So yes, as you exit, one of the guards from
Fuka, you're still muted, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I don't want the carryover.
you see now you can unmute
Fair enough.
yourself. So, oh, that's right. Well, it'd actually be easier if I just mute you instead, because then the rest of the group can hear you. But then, so you can unmute yourself. I'll mute you. No, I just mute you on my end. It's local mute. So unmute yourself on your end. Are you good? All right. Yeah, that way the guys can still hear you, but I unmute you. All right. Yeah. So one of the Queen's guards comes in and wakes each of you up, knocking on the door, letting you know it's time to get out. Basically, she's done with you. As you guys are walking in through the main corridor, you hear the guards mention something about an expedition towards a cave with a giant stick in the center of it.
Oh, good for them.
Hey,
Yeesh, what is his name?
Zilpip.
Zilpip.
What's up?
I gotta
Jit-
talk to you.
He's tall.
Who?
I see. Still pissed about yesterday, but yeah. I gotta talk to you real quick, if that's alright.
Just leave the call and talk privately.
They're good.
Let me run the town.
Is Wolf currently doing the Homer choking Bart thing at Fuka?
Nope.
right?
I'm open to this idea.
I'm gonna let them talk in private here, so you guys won't have to hear it while they argue about it. So yes, as the group continues to talk, and Zilpip and Elrond have some decisions to make and joke. You guys start to head outside, smelling the burning corpses, watching piles of people being moved around, honoring of dead here and there. It's a quiet time overall. The city seems very somber, as it's about 7 a.m. in the morning.
What god do these people worship again? Is it the Dragon Queen?
The Queen of Dragons, Saphira, yes.
Alright, got it.
And as you guys are leaving, you see her out there helping with moving the bodies, and she seems to cast the occasional spell helping build the houses up and trying to fix her own town.
Hey, you're proactive.
Yeah, she's very big on helping people. She nods and smiles, hands Aaron something, and then continues on.
The Queen?
Yes, the Queen hands Aaron something.
What the hell?
A piece of paper, it seems.
Oh dear.
It seems to have a seal on it with her sigil on it, as Aaron kind of looks at it, and she just whispers into Aaron's ear for a second. Give me a second.
That's not a good sign.
If you've heard of him, yeah, probably vaguely. I have +5.
I'm
Alright.
licking my lips right now.
So as she does this, she seems to give you a light smile and walks off. Stone would be most effective for defensive, but also the most time-consuming and expensive. As the monster, we will be getting into what the group's deciding to do. The group starts to gather up in their wagon. That seems to be fully built, repaired. The oxen are replaced, John. It
Hey,
seems.
that's nice of them.
And she seems to give you she seems to send her guards with you to walk out. So that way you're well protected in case anything pops out. As you see, the occasional zombie seems to get cut down every once in a while. And as you guys continue to the gates, the guards nod and see you off as you start to head out. You see X as it seems to be waiting, just with a big old smile on his face as he seems to have his mercenaries out there looting bodies.
I assume we didn't make any contract with him, right?
X, no.
Yeah, shit.
Are you guys done? Are you guys still talking? Okay, you're not talking? Okay, got it. So, yes. Zopip running down the hall with that elves. Oh no. What's the gif? Give me a minute. Oh my god, yeah.
Honestly, we can still hear Fuka saying something.
I know you can.
It's so quiet, we probably don't give a shit.
No, it doesn't really matter. As you guys start to head out, you meet up with X. X seems to give you a big old smile and a grin. Alright. As the group seems to finally finish talking, or as Elra and Zopip seem to stop arguing about something in whispers. The long discussion they've been having for the last 2 minutes while the DM has been working back here. X just kind of smiles and nods as you guys come out and says, "Guess what? I've found profit." And he starts dragging out barrels of bones and stuff. These are gonna sell.
How the hell are you gonna make money off of that thing?
What kind of bones are they?
They seem to be a mix between what looks to be dog bones, wolves, gnolls, dwarves. Nope.
Yeah, dude.
No giant bones from what you can tell.
Damn.
Do you have any with flesh still on them?
Nope. Go ahead. Give me a medicine check for that.
Is there any from children?
Yeah, well, children of what race?
18, 24.
Uh-huh. 24?
Yep.
Alright. That's fine.
No bones.
God damn it. So what you managed to find is the fact that most of these bones seem to belong to the undead army. There's a few of the Legion of the Undying that seem to have been with this, as they give off a slight arcana sense, but not enough to be of note. And then you see a few that seem to be from the snow elves themselves, as they seem to have full flesh on them still.
How are you gonna make money off of that?
He looks to John and smiles and says, "If you have to ask, you're not ready to be a merchant."
Who says I want to be a merchant?
I'm just gonna look at him and just go like, tieflings?
No, I mean, but that's a good idea. Better idea than I had.
Jesus Christ.
He's gonna make sex toys.
Yep, makes sense.
With their horns?
No, they're not horns, I'll tell you that much.
Damn.
So as you, X seems to nod and says, "We'll be heading out within an hour. I've got my men moving about. I even found a couple extra soldiers to work with now. A few snow elves have signed on, and they've decided to join the Black Talon Merchant Guild, as they've heard of our great banking skills, as my brother has managed to set up a nice bank up north." He looks at you and says, "Teneth Zarius?" Tenem Zarius. He apologizes. He goes, "The one known for killing dragons, dwarves, kings, gods."
Really huge.
He looks at looks at John and says, "It's an eating disorder, thank you. I may not like the man, but
Don't have to be an ass about it.
boy, he looks to John and just glares and says, "You know what? He killed men twice your size and of way greater power than you. I would be careful how you approach him in the future." He continues on and just setting up his camp, having the guards gather as much as they can. Some ancient pieces of armor that seems to almost fiddle to dust as they pick it up. He glares at the snow elves that seem to keep doing this. Seems to keep telling them to stop touching armor that keeps falling to dust because it loses him money. It's getting the bones all rusty. They don't seem to care in the slightest. Any bodies outside the walls, well, any bodies outside the realm he doesn't seem to care about. So yeah, as the group manages to or as the X continues on, he looks to you lot and smiles and says, "All right, it's about 7 a.m. It's time for us to head out." And packs up the wagons and starts heading towards the pass.
Have a good
Are
trip,
we joining
guys.
them?
And I'm gonna
Okay, we're
start
not.
tracing runes in the snow and setting up a teleportation circles to bring us back to the city.
To this city? The Snow Elf city?
To our city.
But you've you're gonna try and connect to that teleportation circle?
Yeah.
Arcana. All right.
Wait, when the city transported, did it involve the actual buildings or was it just the people?
Say again?
Did it teleport also the city or just
No,
the people?
just the people.
Okay,
What?
that's right.
For that I.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Snow Elf Queen and ask the location of our city.
Okay.
Holding the spell. It's like holding in the fire, you know. God, no.
You don't
That's
do
gonna
that.
be painful.
You don't do that very well, I'll be honest. Actually, do I?
Dare. Philip's just sitting here hunkering.
Do I actually pick up in your mic? Alright.
You know we can just take out one of the runes, right?
God damn it.
Why do you do this to me?
Constitution roll.
Just
going
go,
on?
Why
go.
did you do this to me?
So,
Leave and come back really quickly if you don't want him to suffer.
no, he's gonna make us suffer.
Who's go-
You. You always make us
Because
suffer.
you're holding apart.
So as you guys, or as it seems that Elrond seems to run off as the caravan starts moving off. Zilpip begins drawing his ritual of a giant paganistic star in the ground with a big circle around it. Starts bleeding on it a little bit. Throws a couple bodies on there just for good measure.
Hold up a second.
Stares at
Make
Aaron
it
for a
off the
second,
bones.
contemplates with a knife in his hand, puts knife back away.
Question nothing.
Yeah.
going to everything.
Don't ever question the DM. All right, Elrond, as you walk back, the queen seems to be building one of the working on one of the houses as she's laying brick and mortar with a couple of the citizens.
My queen, one question. Well, final question before I we depart the city located.
If there's like a map or something I can be able to obtain
so I can know where it is.
Give me a minute. I need to turn you up. Oh, my little sister's messaging me. Okay. So she looks at you and says, well, the town's not exactly built yet, but it's back towards this cave we found. We're gonna be digging. We've been digging out what looks to be a small tomb.
Chew.
She looks at
bitch.
you and smiles and says, "But from what we've seen, the tomb seems to have a nice hole in the ceiling from something that was chewing at it.
That tomb. Cool.
She looks at you and says, yeah, if that we'll be digging that up, fully excavating that, and then building it, kind of extending it out to the main portion of the mountain pass, so that way it'll have a nice setup and kind of a fortress, almost a small fortress, if anything."
Alright.
God, no,
Will
basalt.
it be alright if I can have like a map of sorts to know where the exact location? Because again, I don't know lands
at all.
at all.
Okay, she looks at you and says, sure, give me a minute and I'll get that right to you," and smiles and continues off. You see suddenly she grabs a piece of, looks like a leg off one of the dead snow dwarves and starts chewing it on it as she walks away.
Like a goddamn.
Well, I guess my
Wow.
heritage isn't
I guess my heritage is right.
And to answer your question, already built stronghold is nice. Yeah, it's pre-built. And denomination is gold, platinum, silver, or platinum, gold, silver, copper is what the denomination of coins are. And as far as purity of the gold, that depends on the location you are, and how old the gold is. So she comes as she returns. She hands you a map, and it seems to have a full drawing up of the Snow Elven lands. And you see it, the way the Snow Elf lands seem to come into a giant, like ball-esque mountain pass, and there seems to be one entrance and one exit. However, you also see on there that seems to be marked with smaller passes that go in between a few of the mountains. And you manage to find it's about maybe a day's worth of traveling to get to where she's marked according to the map.
We can sell this.
Any enemies on the path or no?
She just shrugs her shoulders and says, "I've never been there. My scouts found it and we decided to end up upgrading it after it was uncovered recently."
Alright then.
Will it be alright if I can borrow like 2 guards, maybe 3?
She looks to you and says, "What's wrong with the people you already have with you?"
Well, they're gonna abandon me
After this, and I'm pretty sure they already have. Because the leader said it's alright for me to govern the town in their absence.
She nods and says, "All right. Well, I'll send what I can with you. We've got a company of about 12 troops that are heading out that way, so they should be able to accompany you and secure the place. However, it'll be up to you to protect the place on your own after that. My workers will be there within about 3 weeks after this town's been rebuilt."
Alright, that's fine by me. I will try at least keep the in somewhat secure lockdown.
She nods and accepts it and goes back to her work as she's casting Molder Earth like continuously. All right. So your Elrond is heading towards that town with the guards he's got. Zilpip is casting a giant spell with blood, body parts, and whatever else he can find to make this circle.
I could literally just draw this in the snow.
But you realize it's be more fun to freak everyone in your party out with putting body parts into it to make it look like it requires a sacrifice.
That is true.
I'm not.
The unholy star isn't required. I just put it in for flavor.
It's just all you need is a circle and to give it magic, and boom.
I look at
What cross?
Oh, what was that?
What the upside down cross?
Shut up.
Jesus Christ. I look over to Zilpip and see the dead bodies like, jeez, can you at least sanitary with?
Look, dude, it's for a ritual.
Calixtus
Like,
is just watching, like, super excited.
I met you for like about 2 days, and I can tell you're way smarter than your ritual.
And what'd you say, Calixtus?
I said I'm just watching, like, super excited, like, looking at all the dead chunks of the body and stuff.
Yes, your mouth starts to water, a little drool drops to the ground. Zilpip looks up at you.
This one goes, big man.
We are
Over
number
here,
one.
Put it over there.
Oh god.
Don't make him eat the ingredients.
And Zilpip just kind of waves it in front of his face like a dog. Want it, boy? Want it?
This one's a little too long. Nibble on that for a few minutes.
As he hands Calixtus a bone. And that's a problem if there are coins worth the same. That is what happened in Edo, Japan, where daimyo made their own purity of coin. The issue is the fact that certain coins work in certain countries and certain coins don't. It depends on what the nation, who the nation's at war with and who they aren't. That's why gold works differently in each location. Every place kind of has a different kind of value to the currency. Some change it based on the time period. Others base it off their leaders, stuff like that. But again, as far as purity goes, it's not the concept of purity; it's what the weight is how they deal with it currently.
The gold, you get.
And the other idea is the fact that it's backed by the country it's coming from. So if the gold coin is not pure or isn't to what is required, the country will pay for it. That's typically how the economic system will work overall in most of the nations that coins are exchanged. Again, though, some territories won't accept coins from certain territories because of that reason. So yes, as you start casting your spell, X is gone by now, and you see him far off in what looks to be a slight snowstorm that's blowing in towards you. It's a lot lighter than the one you guys flew through, now that you realize the skies have finally cleared, and it's actually nice out. It's cold, but, a little nippy. As you finally get the spell all together, you see Elrond take off with his guards. They seem to be a little more muscular for snow elves than usual, but they seem to be excited about getting out of the town and not working. Nope. They are both men, and they are looking at you like a chocolate snack.
God damn it, no! Why do you do this to me?
Is that projection, DM?
What? God damn it. No, not at all.
You and Wolf are looking at Puka like a chocolate snack.
So yes, as you cast a spell, what? Spell suddenly stops. Okay. As you guys are standing in this small circle, it suddenly starts to light up as Zilpip seems to chant a light spell that in a language that's very foreign to most of you. And suddenly you appear in the deepest, darkest dungeon of the castle keep that you very much recognize from before, and you see the skeleton of the wizard that was here. As you look over, you see that there's a slight cave-in at the entrance to the dungeon, and you can see bloody claw or handprints all over some of the giant rocks.
Does the wizard have anything on him?
Okay.
Opening my spell book,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna start muttering shit and start ritual casting scrying.
Okay. What are you trying to look? Who are you trying to look up? Does scrying work on the dead?
Huh?
Does scrying work on the dead?
Object or person.
Oh, that's true.
And a corpse is an object.
Yeah, technically. All right, as you picture the person in your mind and start to start speaking in tongues, suddenly you see what looks to be a corpse being moved to a burn pile. You see a young elven boy with a thumbs up as he's walking with it. You see he's got like a nice long golden necklace on his neck. He's just smiling like today is a good day. You realize the head's gone, but the body, and it's all dressed up in armor with what looks like an arrow wound in it, just to make sure. Seems they do their homework. Yep.
Does the wizard corpse have a spellbook on him?
Nope, not that you can find. Well, at least not one that's still. It's when you see one that seems very rotted away and seems to have been chewed on. Fuck you. It has one spell in it. Zilpip casts mending on it. Fucking goddamn it, Zilpip. You see a one spell in it, only one spell in it, and it's a high magic spell. It's a teleportation spell, but that works with mild magic. The School of Chaotic Surge. Basically, from what you can read, it can teleport up to an entire continent to to random places. But it only works on people, and it has random effects depending on. So as you read through it, you see that some can be set on fire as they get teleported to certain directions. They can be drowned. They can be frozen. They can be unfrozen.
I can have so much fun with this.
You realize though.
How many puppies do I have to sacrifice?
No.
A puppy, because I'm willing to do it.
But yes,
Right
as you're kind of working around until you suddenly feel a very strong magical presence with your intelligence spell still active, one that seems extremely strong and threatening. That seems to be coming from above you guys. It's about, if you had to guess, you're guessing about 50 feet above, which would be the surface.
Alright, I'm gonna start moving Earth out of our way.
As you move Earth,
I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay, roll stealth for me.
I don't wanna, but I think I may have to.
6-19.
You toss Aaron the weaker flamethrower. Okay, Aaron, you now have a flamethrower.
Dear God, why?
That's not permanent.
All right. I'm cutting glass with my red orc nips. All right. As you start mending Earth, you see a guard just standing there, and he looks at you. A full dwarven guard. He looks like he's a mix. He could be a half dwarf because he's a little taller, but you're not sure. And he looks at you in shock and says, "Zilpip," as he looks straight at Zilpip.
Do I know this person?
You've never met this person in your life, but you do notice that on his chest he seems to have a black talon mark.
Be right back.
Okay.
What up, bucko?
He looks at you and says, "Nice to meet you, Lord. It's good to have you home." And looks to the rest of you and just kind of nods and starts ushering you towards the entrance, and you see a couple of people lying in the dungeon.
Hell yeah, it is. Wait, who do I see in the dungeon?
Well, at first you see a dwarf with a very long beard. It's about Snow White that seems to be muttering things incoherently about sleeping with women. He looks much older and seems to be muttering about sleeping with women. A lot of women.
Okay, yeah, nothing like King.
No. As you continue on, you see a couple of orcs. It looks like about half orcs, if you had to guess. A tabaxi that seems completely confused on what the hell he's doing here. Pretty much. And as far as goes, the rest of the dungeon seems empty, other than a couple of skeletons that don't look anything like give a good point. So as the rest of you kind of walk through and come up to the surface, you see the entire town is being worked on. Like you see workers, mostly dwarves, a few elves here and there. Mostly it looks like half dwarves, if anything. And the guard continues walking through the city. You see a big. He seems to be leading you towards it. And it seems to be even stronger as you're getting there. It seems to be almost to the same level as you, if not more powerful.
Seriously?
As you guys continue through the city, walking, X got dibs on the town. You see merchants. You see merchants handing off coin. No, because you wouldn't be there. You literally teleport. It's gonna take It's gonna take him a little while to get there. You're guessing about a week at least. You see, people trading coins, smiths working together, things going on overall. There seems to be one area where you remember Aeron mentioning him dropping a bunch of white phosphorus bombs that seem to be cordoned off with big magical walls as they're trying to clean the shit out. You see guys in like full-on yellow suits and their leather suits that are like scrubbing the dirt. And as you finally make it to the center of town, you see this massive church that they seem to open the doors to. And you hear a familiar voice and he goes, Kung Pao! And he comes rushing out, and you see this big bodybuilder looking man who's like fitter than all hell, arms like bigger than yours. I mean, this man is massive. He's got his battle axe on his back, hair down to his lower back, and comes up and just picks you up and hugs you.
Who is this?
It looks like X's face, but about 300 pounds lighter.
No shit.
And you see the little elven boy following him behind in full battle armor, now standing at 6 feet tall.
What the fuck?
Like fully enchanted, two scimitars on his back, and it seems to be smiling as he hands you a card saying hello.
Bro!
How the hell?
What's good?
Give me a perception check, John. So where's the money coming from? Repair. So X, for those who don't know, is one of the most richest merchants and runs the biggest merchant guild in the world right now, and he is
21.
from what you can tell seems to have been fixing up the town himself. Spending his entire money and has set up a full bank. Like he has a full setup with the merchant guild. This is the main location of the Black Talon now, from what you can tell. 21.
Shit.
You see up on the cross, or on what looks to be kind of like a cross, a scaled lizard with spikes in his hands and his feet. That seems to have a guy in a full scaled suit saying a prayer for from the domain of Moors, wishing those who have died a proper afterlife and to be well taken care of by the scaled one.
Okay.
Something's registering with Wolf right now. And X just continues to hug Zilpip and finally puts Zilpip down. As he puts Zilpip down, he goes up to Kilxius and grabs Kilxius' arm, holds it, pulls him into a hug, and says, "It's nice to see you." Kilxius, you don't know who this man is. He looks at you and says, I work with your boss."
You work with Greg?
He says, "Yeah, I'm 10X, man. I'm the most famous merchant. I am the richest man in the world and the slayer of ancient green dragons."
Yeah, this dude is fucking dope. Dude, I saw him take
I turned
out
to look
this
at the
huge
group and I'm
fucking
like, I
green
thought you
dragon
said he
with
was
one
fat.
As Zopip mentions the whole thing about the green dragon, looks at Zopip kind of warily, like, "What the fuck? How do you know that?"
Look, bro, I know things. And I know I know.
He just kind of looks at you with caution. He looks to Kilxius and says, "I was fat. I've been blessed by our Lord and Savior, the Scaled One." He nods and says, yes, he's a great god, and he's been doing wonders to help the city build up. He even brought the half-dwarves out here to start working the city for us.
Did he?
He said, the only thing I built for an exchange, I've built a church to each of the gods, of course, under the 3 pillars, as respect. But, of course, since the Scaled One is the one who is worshipped by most of the people here, the church has been increasing due to the amount of tithing we've been getting. By the way, I've got about 400,000 gold pieces saved up for you lot.
Fuck the gods.
The keep is being rebuilt as 10... Wait, John, do you say this out loud?
No. No,
Okay.
hell no.
I was about to say, buddy.
This is John's inner monologue
Yeah.
all the time.
Tenem just kind of smiles and says, yeah, I've got the town built up. The keep's been restored. The dungeons have been worked on. I've got a full guard system working. We've got 3 towns being built outside. A mining city. We've got a fishing village. Not doing as well, but, you know, it's icy out there this time of year.
That is dope. You know, I never really took you for a religious guy.
He looks and says, well, you know, I used to have a god, but that god's long gone by now, so...
Oh yeah? Who was that?
Someone you wouldn't know, unfortunately. And
Oh,
he kind of...
really now?
He seems to keep his mouth shut about the subject. And he says, but,
That cock?
the good news... He ignores John completely. He says, yeah, I've had the town rebuilt, on the exchange that the, town will eventually repay the Black Talon Guild, and, let me fund the keep the bank here as without any taxes. He kind of looks at Zilpip warily for a second. And he says, of course, I expect maybe a treasurer position in exchange for all this hard work. As you've seen, the city is now fully built out of marble. The citizens here are doing well. We've got prospering trade going all the way to the Mountain
Bro,
Dwarf.
you're preaching to the choir. I'm already sold.
He looks
We're
like...
cool, dude.
He nods and says, good, because I've also got something going on. I've got a quest that I'm going to be sending out some adventurers on, and I'll be using a little bit of money from the town for it. It'll benefit the town in the end.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Any crime happening in the town?
He looks at you and says, if there is, they're dead by now. I've made sure of that.
Well, fair enough.
He looks at you and says, yeah, we've got a gallows in the on the outskirts of the town now where we hold gatherings. We of course respect them once they've died, but they must be hung for the crimes they commit. We've also got a couple of thieves we've had to cut the hands off of, but you know they stopped showing up after the first few. He says, my battle axe I've finally been able to take out. She's my beauty. I love her, you know. She was a gift from an old red orc I met one time. And he looks at Kilxius for a second and smiles and says, you've got good people, and continues talking. He says, in my travels I've met a few of you. But yeah, so town's been built. I've been spending these past few months doing this. I mean, you guys kind of abandoned it, and I found out that you guys had decided to lay claim to it. So,
to be fair, we actually got teleported out.
To be fair, we did have a discussion about this.
He looks at you and says, well, you know, a lot's been going on. My mind's kind of busy right now as he builds up everything.
Of course.
He's like, I've even got an arena for gladiators now. I mean, God. He says, we've got a few slaves.
No, Zilpip, we're not putting you in.
We've got
cheating with your weapon.
Always bet on me.
He's like, we've got a few slaves, I will admit, on the outskirts of the town to help out, but they're we call them indentured servants as they're working off their debt to society for those who've committed crimes. And yeah, otherwise it's been pretty quiet here. You know, lots of followers, the city's built. We've got a full college been built in, of course, your name as Lord Kung Pao. We've started building up the army. The sergeants are very excited to meet their new militaristic leaders, and they're preparing, as I've gotten already 3 notes of war being declared from the High Elf Council. They are not happy with me. I may have told them a few times in Dwarvish to, let's say, go enjoy life in a manner that I don't give a damn about. And he's...
Very much approved.
He says, they'll probably be here in about 2 to 3 months once they get all of their the High Elven Council to gather and agree on something. High Elves,
That's
you know, they don't...
Impossible.
Exactly, he looks at John and says, that's the problem here. Oh, they can't ever go to war.
That I've been muted this entire fucking time.
My God, you idiot.
And he goes, yeah, so, I mean, my sons are also have been heading out on quests, and you see little 5X roll up. He's now built, 6-pack, full body. His little 3X and 4X come out, full in armor. They look built as hell.
I
Their
have
beards
no
are
idea
down.
how to ask him how he became that way without being rude. So could anyone just ask him that instead of me? You know.
Fit.
Oh,
Yeah.
he told us he got a blessing from.
Oh, right.
The scaled
That's
one.
it?
Yeah, that's what he said.
How's the council going?
He looks at
building?
you and says, I've got no council built here. I've been running everything with money. It's kind of the easiest way to get people to do things when you're first building up. I'll be honest. You guys are in debt a little bit to me, but we'll work that out over time. It's not a big issue.
Bro, money is no problem.
Well, now that I've got those towns set up, that is true. We've also started crossbreeding a few of the plants here, figuring out how to work with them, since the only thing I could grow before was potatoes. And I'll be honest, I'm tired of eating potatoes. The cows here don't like it either, so we've been working on it. We've been trying to figure out how to create this thing called snowgrass, but I'll let you know when I figured out why it's called snowgrass. They just tell. I have people at the college working on this. We've restored the library up. There's an old lady running it now. She's not happy with me right now, but you know, you make a few passes and people get upset apparently.
An old lady. Huh.
Yeah. No, it seems to be it seems to be an old lady that you've met before.
Oh God, no,
Lady.
no.
Venzorwin's ex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's still alive. She made
How
it back
the
to the town.
fuck?
Hey, Alexia says, yeah, we've had a few snow dwarfs heading up this way. I got word that we have a contract now with them. I take it you guys did something.
Snow dwarves.
Snow elves,
You mean
sorry.
snow elves?
Apologies,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, we did something.
No dwarves didn't win the war.
Hey, Alexia says, yeah, I've got a letter here that showed up that says you guys are now collecting currency from a town that they're working on.
Yep.
All right, well, then I'll make sure to send some collectors and a few soldiers down there to make sure everything's secured, as well as some farmers and some builders. Our town is kind of getting overpopulated, I'll be honest. Half dwarves seem to screw like rabbits. They're nothing like us true dwarves. These half-breeds don't smell right, I tell you. But I'll take what
Someone
I can
should
get.
invent contraceptive.
He looks and says, well, you know, I'm not getting involved in that. We've got a few bars built up. We've gotten fire whiskey has now become very prominent around here. We've
Jesus, I'm
secured a relation with an older woman. She said she had a son that was named something, but I forget the name. But she's she's been working with us pretty well. She's now remarried. Very happy. Has 3 new kids. So maybe, hopefully, from what I understand, she's maybe doing better.
An old bat managed to have 3 kids.
He looks. Well, you're not there. Shut up.
No, that's what I'm asking.
Get one of the others to ask.
Bat has 3 kids. What?
Shut up. You're not here. Yes, Aaron. Go ahead.
How strong is the army?
He looks at you and says, well, I've been training them myself and drilling them, although I will admit they're not the greatest soldiers. I mean, they're more smiths, masons, and we do need some sort of warrior caste like my homeland. He looks to Aaron and says, you probably understand with having dealt with mountain dwarves all your life.
Yeah, don't worry, I understand. It's
But as far as our peasant military, I mean, most of them are well off enough to where they're fully trained.
What's the count? You got the number?
I've got roughly about, if I had to call them, I could have in about 2 weeks about 20,000 troops.
That is really small.
He says, I mean,
That's what
compared
she
to the
said.
High Elf Council, we're looking at, they're going to outnumber us pretty heavily. I think in total they have like 400,000. But they're training and we're getting more population by the day. The problem is I need to attract more adventurers and we need to build, we need to get an adventuring
we need
guild.
to focus on defense more instead of everything else.
Maybe we could do some like sort of campaign. Well, not like military campaign. I just mean campaign through the Crimson Talon Guild, possibly add flyers and whatnot.
I mean, I can talk to Greg. He owes me a few favors for some of the things I had to do back in the day. He kind of grimaces at the thought for a second. There you go.
I mean, the guilds are everywhere, so we'll get all sorts of people, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I do have a setup with one of the groups, the Bearded something. I can never remember what their names were. It's been so long, but one of my a good friend of mine from my old mercenary days serves with them. Says, as far as it goes, I've also got the Snow Elves have already agreed to alliance. From what I understand, they're willing to back us on military, but they've got less troops than we do. Better trained, but you know they're not going to be helpful enough, and they're not going to be here quick.
Don't worry.
I've tried working with as far as the High Elven Council. They've we've had a few lords recommend marriage to bring us into the council, but otherwise there's no
Not
way.
it.
He looks to John and says, "Well, I mean, you're ugly mug. I wouldn't want married to me either." He looks to Zopip and Aaron and says, "You two are the only two I can think of, because Kilxius here probably won't be accepted unless he, achieves something of great." I've got a few
If
lords
you want.
in interest if you want. They'll act as a representative for us on the council and keep the council off our back.
Lords?
Well, they're daughters.
Oh, hell yeah. I go.
Aaron is
I-
an ex-noble, so we
Yeah.
can probably have it.
He looks at
I'm-
Zopip. What's a taco?
I'll be
Bro, I
back.
have yet to enlighten you. God.
He goes, yeah, as far as it goes, we've got the military working. I've been working on a spy system here, but, that needs work. I'm not the type that is cunning, I'll be honest. I understand money. I've got full trade routes going to the city at this point.
Bro, I got.
Let me handle it.
Guy.
He looks to John and Zopip. No, it's alright. Otherwise, I mean, that's all I've got for now. I figure we'll be working on the town for another year or two before it's fully operational. But my guess is about 2 years from here, we'll have about at least a population of almost 200,000 between us and the 3 towns. And I've got another town being built up. I've got a couple of minor
What the
lords that
hell?
want to work under you guys if you'll be willing to take them in. They're commoners, so they'll work better with you lot. They're merchants of my own grade and pick.
What's the catch?
I mean, there's never a catch with a merchant. He smiles.
Says the
He says the catch is you keep their loyalty by keeping them paid, because a merchant is predictable. They want money. It's not hard to predict that. You don't want a peasant who thinks themselves to upjump and think themselves to be god kings.
Do I get a flashback from that? mention?
Slightly.
Question.
Yes.
What's the most durable
Back.
building in the city?
The keep itself, because it's got thick stone walls that have been enchanted with a lot of magic.
The keep is
Like
now
with
my
3
secret
Cs.
laboratory. As I announced to everybody. that it is now
Okay,
my
he called
secret
dibs. Fair
laboratory.
enough.
Tandem looks at you and says, "Well, I mean, I'm not going to stop you. You lot can figure this stuff out for yourself. My job is to run the guild and run the bank. So as far as it goes, I'm happy, and I'll be heading out here soon. Me and my children, as well as the young elven boy here, are heading out. We found something."
Can I ask the Alvin?
I bought him.
Yeah.
He looks at you and says, "Yes, but unfortunately, he's already died once, and so technically the contract has gone up."
Incorrect. That's not how things work. Dude, we're bros.
He
Don't
lo-
be a dick.
He looks at you and says, "Yes, but he is currently in a contract with me to go take care of something. We will be back within a couple of weeks." He gives you a glare for a second, like he is ready.
Warrior glare back.
He looks at you and it's like he's like, "No, this isn't negotiable."
Can't we just solve this by rock, paper, scissors?
He looks at John and says, "Well, I can shove my axe in you, John, if you'd like."
Rock, paper, Moby.
Oh, thanks.
That's what I thought. And he
I'm gonna
says,
ask the kid to see if Identify actually helped him.
"Oh," kid nods extremely with a big old smile as 10X just looks at him like just shaking his head no. And Tenem looks to Kilxius and says, "I've got a job for you. You're coming with me," and grabs Kilxius. Kilxius, you're getting pulled along. What? Say again?
I said, what do you want?
He says, "You're gonna be joining on me with a minor quest. We're gonna go take care of something. And seeing as you're new to the group, you need to prove yourself to me that you are valuable enough to keep in this town." He just kind of gives a smile to Zopip and John.
Hazing. Oh shit, is that the first thing we need actually?
What?
Is that the first thing that we needed to do after joining the Crimson Talon?
No, doesn't seem to be. That doesn't seem what he's referencing.
Fair enough.
So yes, as he looks about and says, "All right, that will be all I have. The town is yours." As he kind of looks down,
Where's the spy group?
he says he hands you a card and says, "Just click the little gem in the center."
Oh, fucking iPhone bullshit.
Looks at you and says, "What's an iPhone?"
I don't know. I don't even know what the hell is an iPhone.
That's what he just asked you. So where's okay? The money coming to repair the town. It seems to be coming from the merchant's pockets, in exchange for a good portion of the tax income for the time being. He looks about and says, I will bring knowledge if I find anything, and otherwise, I'm going to let you lot take care of the town as you see. I shall return within a couple of weeks with your big friend here after he assists me with something, and otherwise, I wish you luck. And with that, he seems to kind of turn off and walk back into one of the back rooms. With it pulling Kilxius along, and Kilxius is the first time you've ever had someone strong enough to pull you.
I guess I'm reluctantly going with him.
It seems you don't have an option. So now Zopip, John, and Aaron, you're just left in a room, or in this church, just standing there as a priest seems to keep going on and on about his business.
I jump on Enthrox and race for the keep.
As Zopip jumps, as Zopip jumps on his,
Leave room for me to sleep in.
Zopip jumps on his Chaos Keeter, charging off, yelling dibs. One of the half-dwarf guards that's standing outside the church says, "No, we got no fellas here." As you run off.
Where's the Fighters Guild? Do you have one established?
Nope, you don't.
We don't.
You have a small barracks established where it seems that the guard captain and the guard do switch outs, but that's about it.
All right, I'll head over there then.
Yes, you do have a gladiatorial arena. All right.
Where are the slums?
There don't seem to be any yet.
Wait, I mean, it's a newly built thing. There should be a.
The city was fully repaired, and most of the buildings are built very nicely. It seems 10X put a lot of money into the city. Most of the people seem to be prospering. The city is doing very well.
Where's the poorest area then?
You don't see one.
God damn! I'm just gonna look around my Thieves' Camp then, see if there's any communication.
You don't find a single thing.
Fucking hell! There are no criminals.
Nope.
The town is.
You do, as you walk around, you do see a couple posts on every few street blocks. A hand like nailed onto a sign that says, "This could be you if you steal." Signed Tenem Azarius.
God damn! I'm just gonna call the spy group then, and hopefully it's not the same fucking people. As
you click the crystal. You are suddenly teleported into a dark tunnel underground that seems to light up as you pop in. It's empty, but it's a full bar with fully furnished with drink or alcohol bottles everywhere. This thing as well established. And as you look around, you see down the hallway is a nice wooden hallway that, as you walk down it, seems to come out of from underneath a house. And there seems to be a couple of interesting fellows standing outside that seem to look at you and smile and start introducing themselves and joking with you and explaining what's been going on.
Well, I guess this is my dibs, I tell to myself.
You realize as you walk back in, this place has like almost a full setup for a brothel, a full underground city if you really want to expand it. The two half-dwarves that are talking to you are saying that they usually work as miners, but are more than happy to help you set up this thing and are a little more quicker than the average citizen with their hands, as they kind of give you a wink. And they head off in a different direction. Kilxius, as you're dragged into the back room, you see Tenem has this massive map with little flags marked on it that seems to recognize as different tombs that he has like different items that are buried there or pieces of knowledge he's looking for. And he starts pointing and explaining where you guys are going to be going for the next couple of weeks and where you're going to be traveling and all the dungeons you guys are going to run through.
That doesn't sound like fun.
And he looks at Kilxius and says, "Don't worry, we'll give you a cut of whatever we find. We'll give you 5% of whatever we get." And just kind of looks at you and smiles and starts writing down items and stuff that he's looking for specifically, and tells his children to go and start looking for books on the items to find what they're about and everything like that as they scurry off. And the tall elven boy seems to write on his piece of paper and hands you it and says, "Hello."
Hello. I just kind of give him like a wave.
He just smiles
Like,
and nods.
not really sure what's going on right now still.
Well, as you do that, and as he smiles and nods, he starts moving his hands in ways that you don't recognize whatsoever. It seems he's trying to communicate with you in some way.
Not
Does
even
his
with Eye of the
runes thing?
Runekeeper?
What,
Yeah.
Kilxius? You can read
Not
it.
even with...
You can read it as you start to notice what his hand symbols are marking. He's speaking to you in what would be considered sign language, which means he's explaining that he's a mute, that he can't talk due to a enchantment that went very wrong.
Oh, I gotcha.
And tells you that he's looking forward to working with you, and that he met another worshiper of Ashamar, and he said that he sees that you are blessed as he points to your chest, and you suddenly notice there's nothing there, but he seems to be looking at something.
What are you pointing at?
And he starts to sign, and you see what looks to be. He says there's a snake marking on your chest that represents you as one of Ashamar's followers.
That's no snake, boy.
That's not a vein trend. Shut up. And as you two start to talk about Ashamar, kind of asking him what he knows about him, he starts to go into it. And as you each kind of start to settle into your own little holes and areas, the town goes on with its day. Zilpip, on the occasion, you hear explosions come from the keep, but after a while, the people become used to it. John starts to gather intelligence, learning more and more about what's been going on in the world and what's going on around the city.
What about V? Do I learn anything about V?
You learn a lot about V. I'll tell you later, though.
Hell yeah.
And Aaron manages to start training the army, learning about as much battle tactics as he can from some of the veterans, and starts getting things set up to recruit even more of an active military, and starts laying out plans for conquest and defenses as need be, as certain troop requirements are met. The group slowly gets comfortable and used to it. Elrond starts working with his town, building it up, actively working on it, uncovering the tomb itself, and eventually finds something that he's quite surprised by as the scene goes dark. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you are excited for tomorrow's session, where we will be joined by El Gringo. This will be a different session than the Grim Legacy. This will be different groups, or this will be the same group, but different characters, and the overall group will be doing a different mission. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time on the Grim Legacy in 2 years' time. Not really, it's this time soon.